G'day viewers, all. The batteries on this drill are just, batteries have given up. This thing's actually finally died on me. Using it, it started to smoke. When I let go of the trigger, because this thing applies a braking resistor, as the motor generates power, and shorts out on that resistor, and overloads the brushes. Sure enough, too many starts and stops, I finished it off. It wasn't very good anyway, the batteries are pretty much shagged. So I decided to finish this thing off on 36 volts, 3 car batteries, and she smoked up good. Just kept starting or stopping. Let the braking force finish that motor off. I think this PWM module survived hopefully, so I might be able to reuse this. Let's strip it down and salvage that PWM module, motor controller there. That all still works. Johnson motor. Right, there's a motor pulled apart. Yeah, the brushes went bang. Yeah, the brush holder flew apart and some commutators went everywhere. Commutators flown apart. So when you let go of the trigger and that stop, the braking force of this motor under its own momentum shorts this winding out. And the amps that it's generating have got nowhere to go, so it has to heat up the brushes on the commutator bars here. And that's what makes these things fail. That's why they get more sparky as they get older. The brushes they start to get a bit chopped out there. There's parts of the fan. There used to be fan blades on that, but they all got chopped out when the brushes flew off. Here's some brush there, look at that. It's all chopped out and yeah, not much left of that one. So, since that charger has a 21.75 volt transformer, just like that one there, Black & Decker one had, which that transformer burnt out, I'm going to rip the transformer out of that and put it on that one. Now I have a good charger for my ZVS batteries, for my ZVS setup. So, not all is lost. Yeah, this can handle a lot more current than the old charger for these did. It's a much beefier transformer. Look at the writings on that, they could push out some amps. Zonda. There's a microphone 35 volt, there's a regulator. The only difference needs this somehow. That's a BWT, which I think what's that do? It's on its own little tracer. Nothing else connected to that. Interesting what that one there does. Might be have a closer look at that. I think it goes to the regulator. It does, it goes to the middle pin of the regulator. Which I think tells it when there's a battery connected, then gets the regulator to turn on, then charge. Because you can't just tap off this to the multimeter and expect it to get the any power. This charger doesn't work that way, and needs another connection here to the regulator, which connects to the middle. I have to pull one of the batteries apart to find out what that goes to. I'm pretty sure it's not a negative or a positive. So if I bridge it across to that, if I use it to charge these batteries. Not quite sure how this works, but that must tap in halfway in the battery cell somewhere. Because tapping that straight onto any of these, positive or negative, didn't do anything. So I've got AC off the transformer, straight into this rectifier and here to charge it through this little charging circuit. It still works alright, despite it being slightly over, the resistor in there being slightly overcooked by the mott I used to power it. Yeah, it still smells a bit smoky, but hopefully it hasn't gone so far out of tolerance it's going to undercharge a battery. Quite a nice little set of diodes on there too. Yeah, I'm going to solder those wires there straight into in there. That'll be it. Then stick that transformer back in its original case. That'll go out there, AC isolated transformer in there, the DC charger in here. And that's it. I'll have this think that'll resistor will smoke up before this transformer burns out. The direct charging circuit in there is designed for something a lot smaller than that transformer to power it. So might rectify that transformer if this fails completely. See how well this works to power ZVS, even though it's only a 21.75 volt, a couple of amps, should be good for a ZVS. That's happy. Wuss. Huh? You're a good kitty, aren't you? Yep, he's purring. Hold up. Hold your head up. Let's go feed this cat. Main charger just fried. Let's test with a multimeter. Wonder what it was. Curious what that would measure. Well, it still seems to work. It measures 116.8 ohms, so I didn't pay any attention to what the colour code was before I did this torture. So let's see if it still actually charges the battery properly. It seemed to without while it was smoking, so I don't see why it would still work now. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Cord comes out of there, transformer, everything's in there. Ready to charge it up. There we are. Let that charge, and I got a good charger now. Still seems to do a bit of a half decent job with that smoke resistor, so I probably won't bother changing it. Keep the original enclosure. It's quite a tough durable enclosure. Stick the rectifier on that transformer on here. Okay, we'll stick a filter cap in there. How many DC leads coming out of one of these holes or something like that, or here. And power supply built into here. Handy. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.